Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Crystal, and this video I am joining another challenge. This challenge is hosted by Sab Rehabs and it is called the Spring Cleanup Challenge. We are supposed to find something that has been thrown away and found on the curbside and transform it into something amazing. I found this MCM dresser set on Facebook Marketplace. The guy was cleaning out his aunt's house and he had a big giant dumpster sitting outside with all this furniture he was about to throw in it, but he was giving everyone a chance to come claim it before he did all of that. So when I got there, I was actually going there for something else, but he had put this dresser set out there. I did go back a couple other times and grab some more things, but I could not resist taking this amazing set. It's an MCM blonde set and it has some major nicotine stains all over it. I just basically started out by scraping it with my carbide scraper and sanding everything down. This type of veneer is usually pretty thin, so I did use a 120 grit sandpaper. And I sanded the drawers and the tops, and I left that little decorative area right above the drawers. Check out this super groovy drawer liner that was in it too. Oh my gosh, it's totally like 60s, 70s. I just thought that was super funny. So once that was all done, I brought this in the house and I cleaned it with a vinegar and water mixture. About 50-50. It doesn't really matter. It was really, really dirty, like instantly grossness all over this thing. It was bad. I mean, everything, like pull the drawers out, clean all inside of there. Most of the time, that never gets cleaned. Like this, I would be so surprised if the inside of the drawers behind them had ever been cleaned on this piece. It was just completely filthy. So if you're going to sell a piece, I really find that super important. You want to give your customer a very spick and span, clean inside drawers, outside, just everywhere. I clean the bottom, I clean the back, I clean it all. I think prep work is super important. So I scuff sand everything, and because I'm doing my sanding in the house and I'm doing it all by hand. It's just cold outside and I don't want to be outside. So I'm scuff sanding and I'm doing it all in the house. I'm spraying everything down with water so that way I don't get sanding dust everywhere. And then after I get done scuff sanding, I clean everything again. That's really important. Um, yeah, so I just want to get like all the shininess gone. I want to make it dull. I want to make it roughed up so that way that paint has something to adhere to. I'm using a white stain by verathane to stain all of my wood. I just kind of want to keep everything, the wood color, kind of close to the original wood color. Sometimes with the blonde finishes, it can, the blonde finish can actually seep down into the wood grain. So it can be difficult when you are staining it a dark color because that blonde finish a lot of times will still be there. It's hard to get it all the way out. So I'm keeping this a very light color and just doing the white stain. I'm using a product I have never used before. I'm using Wise Owl 1 hour enamel, and I'm so excited to try this. I opened up the can and it definitely separates. You're definitely going to want to mix it really, really well when you are using this product because it was like completely separated. I did roll on a thin layer of primer onto my dressers. I didn't record any of that, so but I think that's pretty much, self-explanatory. With this paint, it is a self-leveling paint. So when using it, you have to be careful not to overwork the paint. And honestly, you guys, I was so worried because there were so many brush strokes. My paint was so uneven. I was thinking I was really going to have a lot of work having to go over things and sand things out and fix all of my paint and everything. But I was really surprised because when the paint dried, it was all smooth. All my brush strokes were gone. It really did a good job at self leveling. And that was awesome. For the drawer pulls, I soaked those in vinegar and water. And then I just took a scrubby and I cleaned everything, and a lot of paint came off. They were gross. This everything on this dresser was nasty. It was just really gross. I used a antique gold spray paint to update the drawer pulls and make them look pretty. I had a little bit of bleed through on my taped off areas, so I went in and touched everything up with an artist brush and, made everything look nice. There were like all kinds of different areas all over the dresser where I'm not really sure if it was like oil seepage or damage. It just spots everywhere. Like maybe there were scratches and um I don't know what the heck was going on with it. But I took some different color wood fillers, and I just kind of went over those areas and I blended everything in with my finger. So they basically just sort of disappeared into the wood grain. I just used similar colors of wood filler to hide everything and disguise it. And this was actually a kit that I bought. It had a bunch of different colors of wood fillers. It had markers and even like some wax crayons. So I will link that down below in the description so you guys can find it. And I highly recommend it. It worked really well for me. And I even utilized the markers, and I haven't used the crayons yet, but I just got the thing, so I'm sure I will soon. For my very last thing, I used a verathane polyurethane in a matte finish and just a paintbrush and I brushed on all of my drawers and my top. I didn't need to seal my Wise Owl 1 hour enamel. And I repeated the same process with the tall boy dresser and the nightstand. And that was it. I mean, it was pretty simple and pretty easy. I really enjoyed using the Wise Owl 1 hour enamel, and I hope you guys liked it. I did go and show the gal that I got the furniture from. I sent her pictures and a video of the furniture all finished, and she was just ecstatic about how it turned out. So I will include a photo of that at the end of this video, and you can see her reaction to that, which just makes it so much more worth it. I love finding these trash to treasure pieces. Most of my items are free or extremely cheap, and often they're in poor condition. But when something is in that bad condition, it just is so much more rewarding when you can make them beautiful again. Please remember to check out the playlist below. Check out Sabrina's channel. I thank her so much for hosting. This was a great challenge. I enjoyed it, and I hope y'all did too. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye, everyone.